Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Sarah, and today we're gonna talk about this not being our only life. So, welcome in, settle, relax, and I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, of course, drop them comments. And by the way, I'm sitting outside, it's a little windy, so you might hear the wind, but I hope that you can still clearly see, actually hear my message. Okay, so actually both see and hear and feel and know and everything. Okay, so welcome in, guys. Today, I really want to emphasize about the fact that this life that you, me, and everybody are living today is not the only life that we are having, or that we will have, or that we had, okay? Because time doesn't exist. Time is not important here, okay? But this is not your only life. And thinking that this is your only life is a very limiting belief. Like, I have heard so many times in my life, like, oh, YOLO, you only live once. This is the only life, one life, and nothing else matters. That is a lie. Okay, that is a lie. That is a scam, and you shouldn't believe that, because this is not your only life. You have been here, and you have had millions and trillions and billions and gazillions of lives already, and you will have even more than that, because, as I said in my first video, I think, we live in the infinity. And as I said, guys, think about the meaning of the word infinity. Picture it in your head. If everything is infinite, so are you, okay? So are you. And if you're infinite, like, then it's impossible for you to just live this life, okay? Like, think about it. It makes no sense, right? And why I say that this thinking of one life only is very limiting is because you live this life, and you think that if this life is not lived in some type of exact way, nothing comes after it, nothing came before it, and you technically think you can screw it up. And let me tell you something, you can't, okay? Every experience is valid. No matter what you're experiencing right now, it's valid, okay? But when you think, because I have been long before, when I was younger, I was thinking like, okay, one life, YOLO, nothing exists after that, or before that, this is just one life that I'm living here, one chance of success, and that's it. And it's kind of depressing when you think about it, like, there is no way I only have one chance. Only one chance to be happy, one chance to succeed, one chance to be loved, one chance to give love. Like, it makes no sense, guys. We are infinite. Life is infinite. And death, there is no such thing as death, actually. Because people tend to think like, oh, death is like, okay, you're gone. That's it. That's the end, right? But no, that is just a transition state, okay? That is just a transition. It's not the end. And you have to have that in your mind, and you have to know that, because on this planet Earth right now, like, the system and everything, they will want to scam you in a way that you think that, oh, this is the only life, and that you're in misery. But don't be miserable, guys, okay? Because when you realize that this is not the only life, that you had previous lives, and that you will have other lives, and as I said, time is not important, actually, because in the astral, time is not existent. Time is very, very physical thing, actually. But to make it easier for you to picture it in your mind, we call it the past lives and the future lives, but it's actually just lives, okay? Because when you think about it, if there is no time, everything is happening actually at the same moment, okay? And the funny thing is, you can actually go and see your other lives, okay? You can actually do that. And why I'm telling you this is because I have done it. I wouldn't tell you this if I haven't seen it with my own eyes. But I have been doing some like past life regression meditation. Go to YouTube, type that in, and oh my god, I don't know what's the last name of the dude, but it's like a gray hair grandpa, like giving you a guided meditation, and his name is Brian, but I'm not sure what's his last name. Okay, I can maybe write it in the comments when I Google it, But I did that meditation, and let me just take a sip of my coffee because I talk all of this in one breath, okay? Okay, much better. So I did that. I did that 2 times. I mean, I tried more, but 2 times I was successful. And I saw my past experiences. I mean, quote unquote past lives. It's just lives, my other existences, my my other forms, okay? I have seen it. I have experienced it. And if you want to know, the first one, I just found myself in a castle, and I was a queen, and I came in at the moment when they were crowning me, okay? And I remember this beautiful emerald green crown being put on my head, and it was kind of cold, so I don't know, I was in some colder part of the earth, I think, but it was cold, and it was a big castle with stone walls, and I don't really remember the other people. I remember somebody putting the crown on my head from my back, so I don't really know, but it wasn't very, very vivid. But I just knew it, oh damn, okay, that's my other experience, And then when I did it the second time, I went in and I found myself in a desert, and that one was crazy because, and then for the first one, I just want to note that my name is Sarah, as I said, and Sarah, meaning of that name is like a princess, queen, a noble woman, okay? And it kind of makes sense because my name now reflects my past, or my other experiences. There is a reason for everything, guys. Google the meaning of your name. Maybe that will tell you something more about you and where you've been and who you actually are on a deeper level, okay? And then the second experience, I went to the past life regression meditation again, and I found myself in a desert, and I was a soldier, and I just remember being feeling really oh my god, I can't wait for this war to end, or at least just kill me. I don't want to live this life anymore. It wasn't I mean, that sounds very depressing, but the feeling that I had, that one was actually a little bit more vivid. But the feeling that I had during that experience was I just want to feel that relief. I knew that death wasn't the end. I knew that I'm gonna continue living. That's crazy, but I knew that I'm gonna continue living and have other experiences, but I just didn't really like that one, because who likes war, And I remember just being oh my god, I can't wait to die. Because I felt oh, it's inevitable, and I was really happy about it. And then just bomb fell on me and blew me up. And I remember seeing my legs being everywhere. But that's a little graphic. We ain't gonna go too deep into that one, but anyways, I had that experience, and I felt such a relief when that happened. And as I was, as my soul was leaving my body, and I was a dude in that life, and as the soul was leaving the body, I just remember feeling okay, finally, now I can continue my journey elsewhere, okay? So that experience is also kind of connected to my life here, because when I was a kid, I was tripping balls that there is going to be war, and I was really, really tripping, like before, every night before I went to sleep, I would go look through the window to see if our neighbors' lights are on, because that means they're staying here and it's safe. But I thought that if they turn off the lights, then it's war and we gotta run. So like it's crazy because that experience, oh, the wind is crazy. But that experience kind of like translated into a part of this life as well. So see, it's all connected. Why I'm telling you my story here is because you definitely have the same, I mean, not the same experience word for word, bar for bar, but you have the same experience of living multiple lives. You do. You've been here millions of times, guys. Millions, billions, trillions. Numbers don't matter, okay? But you've been here. You already know what's up. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh, you already been a human. Maybe you had other experiences where you've been, I don't know, an animal, or where you've been some type of other species that we don't know about, because we have infinite number of planets, infinite number of species, infinite number of everything. So try to check out that meditation, and try to think about your life in that way, like, okay, maybe like notice something on your body, notice some of your character, like, how do you say that, Jesus, okay, I don't know the word, but look at your character, look at how you're behaving, how you're speaking. Maybe that will give you some clues on what other experiences you also had. Also, dreams can tell you that. Meditation generally, just like analyzing yourself, your life, and trying to connect the dots, and you can definitely remember. So just give yourself a try, remember, and when you do that, you kind of like open your horizons, and you start realizing that, okay, if I'm having infinite amount of lives, why is this one thing here gonna bother me? Like, why am I gonna cry over spilled milk if I'm infinite? If I can, if it's just gonna pass and I'm gonna have other experiences and so on and so forth, and like, it doesn't mean like nothing matters. It means like it does matter, but you shouldn't get too attached to it. You should relax. It's all fine. Every experience is valid because there is infinite number of experiences. So guys, I'm trying to make this one shorter a bit, but straight up, go Google it. I'm gonna write you the name. I can like give you the link or something in the comments. I'm gonna pin it, and truly try it. And if you do, when you do, then tell me in the comments your experiences, or if you already done something like that and already know, share your experience. I want to know. And yeah, I hope you got this message, and I hope you like it, because guys, you will live this experience, this present moment life, much better when you understand that you're limitless, and that this is not the only experience. It's not the end of the world if this certain thing doesn't work out, okay? Because there is infinite amount of possibilities of lives, of everything, okay? So that's it. Thank you so much for watching, for listening. I wish you have a wonderful day. It's very sunny outside. I'm feeling amazing. And thank you guys for listening. Subscribe if you wanna, and share with people who might think in this pattern as me, as you, and who might share these same experiences, okay? So guys, enjoy your day, enjoy your night, enjoy every moment that you have, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye bye.